Thank you for tuning in to our second series of Breadcrumbs podcast with me, your host, Barbara Smith. Gather around with your little ones because it's kids' story time. Hello, boys and girls, moms and dads, everyone watching or listening around the world. Thanks for tuning in today. I just wanted to come and tell you that, having patience and enduring to the end is what is going to win the race. Now, during this recording, you might be hearing some snoring. That is my English Mastiff dog, so don't pay any mind. She definitely believes that slow and steady wins the race. So I just wanted to tell you a little story about the tortoise and the hare. I know that you've probably heard it before, but if not, this might be your first time. It goes like this. There was a big crowd of animals, and the scene was very fun, and they were having picnics, and they were having challenges, and they were having fun games outdoors. I'm looking forward to spring and summer and us being outside. I really love the outside, and I know that you boys and girls do as well, because you get to go outside and play and be off of school maybe during the summer and get to play outside more, and it's a lot of fun. Well, they were sitting around and there began to be a little bit of boasting. Oh, I could do this better than you, that kind of a thing, or I could run faster than you, I could win at the race and you wouldn't be able to beat me. Just back and forth. Sometimes you might do that with your friends, boast a little, and it's not always a good thing, because then you might be challenged about what you said, right? So the hare, being a fast runner that he is, said to the tortoise, I could beat you in a race any day of the week. Hands down, I've got you. And so the tortoise said, well, in its slow way, I suppose we could try and give it a run. I will take your challenge and see who wins the race. So the hare said, yes, I'm on. And he's jumping and jumping for joy and happy and so hyper and just wanted to get started and couldn't wait and thought he just had this in the bag. So they get to the starting line and they say, marks, get set, go. And they do all of the things that you do in a race. And so the hare, who is a big old wild rabbit, he takes off like lightning and begins to run as fast as he can and sprint. That's fast running, right? Sprinting, going as fast as you can. And he just keeps going. Whereas the tortoise just takes its time, leaves the starting line, and begins to move at a steady pace. He just continues to move and is not worried about things that are around him, not worried about who's watching the race, not worried about having a conversation with anyone, not worried about a thing, but just walking steady. Well, the hare, he's so hyper and he gets so far ahead, and he said, there's no way that tortoise is going to be able to beat me at this race. And he gets sidetracked people on here, this side and that, and he chats and then he goes and he chats and he goes and he stops and here and there. And finally he said, I am so exhausted. I have been running this race. I've almost won it. And the tortoise is nowhere in sight. And so I think I deserve a nap. I think I could take a little breather here, sit down, take a little snooze, and still win this race. So he sat down and decided to take a nap in the middle of the race. Lo and behold, he falls asleep and he's snoring, just like my English Mastiff, just snoring. Oh, just having himself a good time, relaxing, and falls into a deep sleep. In the meantime, the tortoise has just been walking steadily, not looking to the left, not looking to the right, not stopping for a rest, just continues to walk and came up on the hare, who is sound asleep with big old snores. And he just kept walking past, and did not stop, and just kept his pace. Well, he kept his pace until he got to where? You guessed it, the finish line. And the ribbon was there, and he walked through the ribbon and broke the ribbon, and he had won the race, and everybody cheered for him. The hare heard noise. He heard people cheering. He heard people clapping. He heard people shouting. Yay for the tortoise. He woke up out of his sleep, rubbed his sleepy eyes, and said, "Oh no, what's happening?" And he sprinted and ran as fast as he could. He says, "So maybe I can still win." Made it to the finish line, but the tortoise had already won the race. The hare had stopped to take a nap. He had not kept a steady pace. He thought he could win it just on his ability alone, but he did not use the knowledge that he had. He did not use his brain. He did not stay steady to the course, and he stopped along the way. And the tortoise, with his steady pace, won the race. You know that sometimes we think that we can just get it done. We get overconfident. We think that we're better than others, and I've got all the talent in the world. I can do this with my hands tied behind my back and blindfolded. I could get it done. But it's not the one that is the fastest. The Bible tells us it's not the one that is the fastest. It is the one who endures to the end, the one that keeps going. When it comes to our friendship with Jesus, it's not the one that does everything right every single time. It's not the one that is perfect all the time, but it's the one that keeps going. We can't stop. We can't give up on our friendship with Jesus. We've got to keep walking with him. If we're falling and stumbling, if we're walking with Jesus, he'll lift us up. He'll help us. Sometimes he might even carry us if he needs to, but sticking with him and walking with Jesus all of our life, from now when we're children, all the way through our teenage years, all the way through our young adult years, and until we get old, and until we pass away, until we get to heaven. That is the goal, to be steady and pace ourselves and walk with Jesus hand in hand, and we will win the race. We will make it to heaven because we are walking with Jesus and we don't stop. So I just wanted to give you that little story. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that you will remember, keep your hand inside of Jesus' hand. He's going to lead and guide you and walk with you until you get to be in heaven with him. And we all will have that chance someday. So have a wonderful day until we meet again for another story. Bye-bye. Thank you for stopping by. That's all for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share with your friends. Until next time, bye-bye.